What's going on, YouTube? Today, what I'm going to talk about is what's been going on in Charlotte, North Carolina. Of course, there's been a lot of controversy about what's been going on in North Carolina, and I just want to give you my take on it. Now, before I move forward, I want you to listen to this short clip.
Today about show media with a common sense approach. So Keith Scott's wife released a video today that showed what happened up until the time that they killed her husband. Now I want you to look at this clip and let's see if we could shine some new light on what's being talked about.
Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. He has no weapon. He has no weapon. Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. He didn't do anything. He doesn't have a gun. He has a TBI. He's not going to do anything to you guys. He just took his medicine. Let me get fucking sound up here. Kid, don't let them break the windows. Come on out the car. Kid, don't do it. Kid, get out the car. Kid, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Kid, don't you do it. Did you shoot him? Did you shoot him? Did you shoot him? He better not be fucking dead. He better not be fucking dead. I know that fucking much.
Okay. I'm going to pause it right there, and I'm going to send you the link to this very video right here, which was made by, as you can see, The Advice Show TV. All right, let's jump into it. The Klans member, disguised as a wannabe cop, took out his pistol and aimed it at the black man sitting in the car that was reading the book. The black man was baffled about what was going on. He was possibly very afraid, as well as trembling, and was just discombobulated and did not know what to do in the situation. He did. In my opinion, I think the reason why he didn't open up the car door and get out is because the Klans member already had his gun toward him, aimed at him. Why would you want to make any sudden movements when a person has a gun pointed at you already? You can't do anything in a situation like that, especially if you're a black man, primarily when you are a black man. It's very difficult to get out of that kind of situation when you have a Klans member pointing a gun at you, claiming to be a cop. This coward was never identified, by the way, people. This Klans member right here with the red shirt, he was never identified. He's a coward, he's a punk, and he hid behind his brothers. And when I say brothers, I really mean he hid behind his brotherhood. The Klansmen, which were the gang of cops. Okay? Eventually, what ended up happening was the man's daughter, the man that got shot, his daughter, she was upset. She was very upset. And she said, you just murdered my daddy. And then she broke down in tears. This video right here, in particular, shows his wife with the camera. A cell phone camera. So she actually saw it go down. She has the recording of it going down. The man's daughter came on the scene afterwards, and she was recording afterwards, okay? His daughter. Now, people, look, listen to me. There's one out of two things that black people should do. This message right here is for black people. Black people, listen to me very closely. You have one out of two options if you want to have these violent things happen to you or your family members or your friends. One thing you can do is get the President of the United States to sign a petition that states white officers can no longer patrol areas where black people live. Basically, wherever there is a high percentage of black people, they can no longer patrol those areas. They have no right to be in those areas. And if they call themselves taking out their gun, aiming it at a black person after this petition is signed, then the person that has the gun aimed at him has every right to shoot the cop in his head. That is the petition that should be signed. That's one option. The other option is get out of America, black people. We were forced into this country. Our ancestors were slaves in this country. That's how we got here. Our ancestors were slaves. We didn't willingly come over here. We are the only group of people that were forced to be here, had our languages taken from us. We were forced to not know how to read. We were forced to learn a bastardized language. We're the only group of people. So if we were brought here against our own will, then why the fuck are we staying here? Why the fuck are we still here? And why are we fucking staying here? Let's go to fucking Canada. Let's go to Paris, France. Let's go somewhere else where police are not just running up on black people, shooting them in the fucking head. When was the last time you heard of that happening in Canada at an extreme record rate? It's not happening in Canada. It's not happening in Paris, France. It's not happening in Spain. It's not happening anywhere else but here in America, this racist country. This terrible, bloody country. It's only happening here, people. You need to realize this. You need to pay attention to this. Okay? It's either you get a petition signed. This is the last time I'm going to say it. Get a petition signed so that white cops can no longer patrol black communities all across America. All across America. And if not, then what you black people need to do is get out of America. Get out now. Leave. This is a national emergency. These cowards, these Klansmen, dressed in blue, even the SWAT team, they're just as bad. Actually, I think they're worse because they're even more ready to shoot you and kill you whenever they want. Okay? Get out of this country. Leave this country. Go to Canada. That's all I got to say, people. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and leave your comments. And take heed to what I'm saying, people. I'm out.